Right then, welcome back, and today, oh yes, we're going to do a quick setup for this. One of my favourite bikes in the game, not because it's the quickest or it's the best handling, but because a few years back I had the predecessor to this, the 2020 Speed Triple RS. I had the Speed Triple 1050R, lovely bit of kit. In all honesty, it was way too stiff for the road. Yeah, probably the one and only time in my life I'll complain about something being a bit too stiff, but there we go. Sounded glorious, Öhlins all round, just nice kit on it. It was just a nice bike, and I was really looking forward to doing it. And guess what? We stuck a 2 and 8 setup in. So front preload 2, rear preload 8, front spring hardness 8, rear spring hardness 2, and so on and so forth. For the compression and rebound, we graduated the gears. And we left a couple of clicks on the final ratio. We put it up to 7, went aggressive, stuck some medium tyres on, and basically left it there. No changes were required. Not a single change. We ran, well, obviously we ran at UMC. Launches very well with anti-wheelie 2, and then what I was doing is knocking it straight down to anti-wheelie 1 because it wasn't really a big scary bike. It wasn't trying to wheelie everywhere. Will wheelie if you're not careful, if you're a bit ham-fisted or you play with your feet or something daft. But yeah, nice bike, nice noise, handles well, good on the brakes. We'll come to the pros and cons at the end, I don't want to spoil it, but after 3 laps we had a good lead, the tyres were nice and warm, and everyone was nice and happy. There was just one thing that I couldn't get rid of, and you just saw it there. That little shimmy from the back end, just as we get on the gas, it just walks sideways a little bit. I did try it with a soft tyre, and I think it probably was a little bit better, but I didn't like the way it felt under load. We went to Road Atlanta Short, avoided a bit of carnage, had a bit of a bashing session with the GSXR, and then decided to put this lovely rear biased weight distribution and rear grip to good use and just smoke everyone out of turn 7 and down to the chicane at the bottom of the hill. And yeah, just have basically a bit of fun. Over the bumps, not too bad. I've ridden a lot worse. I've ridden better, the ZZR 1400 knee ZX 14R, but the Speed Triple was alright. She'll just get a bit of a drift on as well, so as long as you don't put too much lean angle in it, she'll have a bit of fun. Again, 3 laps in, rear's slightly warm, but there's some really long, fast corners where you're driving through them at Road Atlanta, so I wasn't too worried that the rear was a little bit warm. Nothing serious. Anti-wheelie 1 nearly caught me out there, and it nearly flicked it over when we changed direction, but yeah, all in all, so far so good. Did a couple of time attacks, not really troubling the very top of the leaderboard, but we did do another session at Road Atlanta Short, and that would have put us 16th, but I've set a faster time on that on the bike. We then went to the Nürburgring GP Sprint course, so not the Mullenbach Schleife, which is an absolute pain in the arse, the middle track, and we went and we had some fun. Again, not a massive lead, it's not smoking bikes by miles, but just out of here, yeah, see, not lent too far, lent over, so it didn't try and step out, so I was getting the hang of it. Tyres weren't mega warm, but again, it's not a track that's got loads of energy going through. Again, we did go back, we did a 125, and that would have put us 13th on the old leaderboards, which again, I don't think that's too bad for a naked bike. We went to Alton Island. I do like Alton Park, I'm not going to lie, and I'm getting the hang of this now. Turn 4 on Alton Island, the rather sharp hairpin before we go back up the hill. I like it, getting the hang of it. Again, no changes, front tyre just a little bit cool. We could probably have run a pair of softs there, but the aim of this game is to do the setup on medium tyres and then kind of work out where we are and give you a bit of a window to play in. I did think the Japanese rider was going to get past us on, what's that, a 1098R, but we managed to cling on and blag it and get across the line at first. So again, I did a time attack, and the time would have been 11th, but I've already set a quick time on there. Went to Suzuka East, round the outside of people through turn 1 and turn 2. Can't complain about that. And then up through the snake, up to the last couple of corners, and just out of this bend we get a good demonstration of just going off the end of the tyre, get on the gas, there we go. Yes, I made a corrective input, and the lean angle went to like almost the extreme, so just be careful. And last but not least, we went to Kanto. We had a bit of a ding-dong three-way fight, and then as usual the AI riders got a little bit excited and one of them made an absolute mess of it. So then it was a 2-horse race, and it was quite good. KTM Super Duke 1290 against my Triumph Speed Triple RS, and there was only one place it was going to go very badly for the KTM, and that's when I put it right where they wanted to be. It was a little bit mean, it was very much a block pass, but it worked. And more to the point, out of the last corner, she will boogie just a little bit, not enough to get a boogie rating. It's not that kind of a bike, it's just lacking a bit of top end. But as we come out of here, she just, there we go. Oh yes, delightful. A little bit of heat in the back tyre, nice bit of angle, and she drives for the line. So there you go, Speed Triple done, 5 races, and that's where we end up. Pros, great on the brakes, very good on the brakes. It will lift the back wheel off the floor quite happily in the braking zone to still stop. And not only that, if you are offline or you've gone in a bit deep, or you just need to make an adjustment, it will let you adjust it on the brakes. It's not going to spit you off. It handles really well. It's a naked, it's city up, the weight distribution is slightly different. Just be wary of riding off the end of the tyre, and it's a naughty noise, it's a triple. They sound absolutely glorious. Cons, it's not very fast at all. About as aerodynamic as a brick outhouse, so not very good. And it can feel heavy, and I've put heavy in air quotes or whatever we're going to call them. Yeah, just the same as a KTM, just going from one extreme to the other, it just feels a bit reluctant to stand up just initially. And the only other thing I could criticise it for was the meh colours. The UK bikes run much better colours than are available in the game, so I don't know if they were European or US spec colours that were in, but that's your lot, that's all you're getting. I apologise for the endurance events. My GoPro is broken, and the cat has chewed through the cable on my Xbox Razer headset, which I'm very happy about not. So as soon as stuff arrives, I'll reappear on the endurance races, but I might have to do a couple or half a dozen without me on it, which some people might think is not a bad thing. But there you go, that's all you get in. Next up, what we're doing, we're doing endurance race on an SP1, so Honda VTR SP1 at Brands Hatch. Oh, she's fast, she's really fast. But yeah, that'll be out in a day or so. And thank you for watching, liking, subscribing. You're all absolute legends, and fingers crossed I will see you next time. Take care, stay safe, peace.